Cyrus Walker, managing principal at Data Defender, says the swatting spree via Ring cameras should serve as a cautionary tale about just how vulnerable our homes really are. And he's joining me now to talk to us more about this. Good morning to you. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
So we just mentioned those Ring cameras. What other devices, or is that a big one that hackers most likely want to go after?
Well, that's a big prize right now because there's a lot of notoriety that they gain within their community to prove their capability and build the credibility amongst their fellow hackers, if you will. So that's going to be a big target right now. However, all of our IoT devices in our homes are potentially susceptible to hacking because they are now internet connected. And so we as consumers have to be very aware of the risks that we are enabling in our own homes as a result of using these IoT or Internet of Things based devices.
Okay, so let's talk a little more specifics then. When you say other devices, I'm seeing some video of like Alexa, other things. Let's get more specific. And how in the world do they hack into these?
So when we talk about Internet of Things, we're talking about Alexa, we're talking about video streaming, we're talking about gaming, we're talking about smartwatches, we're talking about even smart appliances that now communicate over the internet. Now, the way that hackers typically make their way into these devices is generally through either an account associated with the device or through the wireless network that these devices connect to. And so if our wireless networks are not completely secure, that's a way into our homes. Also, because our digital lives have exploded with technology and information, and particularly online accounts, it makes it very hard for us as consumers to manage all of this. And so typically, we generally behave badly when it comes to managing these online accounts. And this is one way that attackers will generally gain access to our lives through the repeated use of credentials that we use from one account to another that allows a hacker to get into our financial accounts, into our streaming accounts, into our travel accounts, into pretty much every aspect of our lives. And so we have to do a better job of managing our digital lives today.
Oh, I know it is overwhelming, Cyrus. You're so right. We have so many things. It's so much to think about that you just kind of forget about it and think, well, it's not going to happen to me. So what advice do you have for people who are watching how to prevent hackers from getting into these devices?
So first of all, take the mindset that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this is going to happen to me. And second, what are you going to be able to do about it when it does happen to you? Third, make sure that your infrastructure, your wireless networks at home, for instance, are as secure as they can possibly be. Create compartmentalization amongst your online accounts. What that means is set up separate credentials for categories of accounts. So if you have financial accounts, if you have travel accounts, if you have entertainment accounts, create a set of credentials for each of those categories of accounts. That way you compartmentalize those accounts. So if an attacker gets into one category of an account, they can't get to the other ones. And it makes it a lot harder to do that. So those are some of the tips that I would give to make our lives a bit more secure.
Okay, I love the last tip you just gave, and I'm going to do that because now you're making me think about this. Even my smartwatch, huh? We got to be careful.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, Cyrus, thank you so much. Great tips. Cyrus Walker with Data Defenders. We appreciate your time. You take care.